standing here because it's about the warmest place. It is freezing. But how cool is this? Steaming thick snow. It's just beautiful. Anyway, I think he's just going to couple up to some carriages. We're on our way. This should be a great journey. Oh. It's all icicles outside the train. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, ow. Good. We're off. I don't know why I didn't expect this, but Romanian trains, even here in the middle of nowhere, off of a mountain, they're all bang on time.
Effortlessly climbing the valley, our locally built 1955 Rezita locomotive is not your typical coal-powered loco. It's a wood burner.
They call these little narrow-gauge trains Mocănițas. This one's eventually making its way all up the Vasa Valley, up to a little railway depot on the border with Ukraine, right at the top. There did used to be hundreds of these little trains running all over Romania, but in recent years they've slowly declined, and this is one of the last few remaining. That's going to be a stunning view all the way up.
Completed in 1932, this 28-mile narrow-gauge line was built to serve the local timber industry.
There are always a lot of German families living in this part of Romania, living off the forest. And until the 1930s, the only way they could get their timber right down to the town at the bottom to sell it was along this river, logs going down in their hundreds and hundreds. But by the 1930s, when the Mocănița railway arrived, all that changed.
A narrow-gauge railway was a much safer and more efficient way to transport timber. While most of Europe later replaced railways with roads, in the communist era, the Romanian Mocănițas survived. And there were 3,000 kilometres of forestry railways still operating in the 1970s. Now this is the last one to survive. And that's partly thanks to the revenue from tourists.
But it's not just a heritage line, it's not just a fun day out for families. This is very much a working railway. And right through the weeks of the year, they carry timber and forestry workers all over this region.